Hello, curious learners, and welcome back to the English Real Talks podcast. I'm your professor, and I'm genuinely delighted to be spending this time with you all today.
Good morning, Professor. How are you doing this fine Tuesday?
Good morning, Jessica. I'm doing very well, thank you. A little tired, though. I spent a big chunk of last night preparing a big presentation.
Oh, I know that feeling. Another one of those late-night sessions.
Yes, the presentation slides were quite detailed, but I was able to find some excellent new vocabulary while writing, so that's a plus.
That is a wonderful, positive way to think about it. Well, let's grab some tea first, shall we?
That is an excellent suggestion. I absolutely cannot start my day's work without a nice hot cup of tea.
Me neither. Oh, and by the way, I hope you have a great Tuesday.
A happy Tuesday to you too, indeed. It looks like we have another packed and productive week ahead of us.
Yes, but we know we can manage it. We'll just take everything on one single task at a time.
That's the right attitude. So, what is your main plan for the day, Jessica?
I'm going to go through my inbox first. Then I need to look over the new marketing strategy brief. What about you?
Same here, actually. I need to send out replies to a couple of urgent emails and then start preparing notes for our big departmental meeting.
Perfect. Let's work on this together for a little while. We can discuss and learn some really useful English phrases specifically for professional emails as we type.
That sounds like a brilliant idea. Typing sounds fade in. Okay, let's begin with the very basics. How do you usually choose to start a professional email in English?
I usually start with the simple hi and then the person's name, something like, "Hi, Robert."
That is a very solid start. Hi, Robert, or Hello, Maria are both suitable greetings. They're friendly, yet still professional enough for most common workplaces. What about dear? I do notice that one occasionally as well.
Dear is definitely much more formal. You should reserve it for when you are writing to someone you haven't met before, or to a very senior executive, a new boss, or an important client. For instance, Dear Mr. Davidson, or Dear Miss Chen.
I understand that distinction now. So hi is casual and friendly. Dear is strictly for formal communication.
Precisely. And what if I find myself needing to write an email, but I honestly don't know the recipient's specific name?
You could use the very formal phrasing, dear sir or madam, or the even more distanced, to whom it may concern. But I must stress that is exceedingly formal. If it is at all possible, it is always significantly better to try and track down the name of the person you are intending to write to.
That absolutely makes sense. Now, after the initial greeting, what's the next important thing? You should usually transition with a very short, polite opening sentence, right?
Yes, exactly. Something straightforward like, I hope you are doing well, or I hope you are having a productive day so far.
Oh, yes, I have definitely seen those common phrases before. I hope you are doing well.
That's it. It conveys warmth and politeness before you get to the actual point. So a perfect example would be, Hi, Jessica. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to ask about the updated timeline for the marketing strategy brief.
Perfect. That sounds very fluid and natural. Great. What are the best, most professional ways to close or end the email?
At the end, you have several great options, like best regards, kind regards, thanks, or the slightly more formal thank you.
I generally sign off with thanks.
That's perfectly acceptable for most internal day-to-day situations, especially when you know the person you're emailing. But if the message itself is quite formal, kind regards is a much better choice.
Okay, I'll be sure to remember that specific rule. Sometimes, Professor, I genuinely struggle with how to ask for something without coming across as impolite.
For example, how do I phrase, send me the budget spreadsheet without sounding demanding?
That is a fundamental and excellent question. Instead of the direct, send me the file, you should use the softening language like, could you please send me the budget spreadsheet? Or even, would you mind sending me the budget spreadsheet at your convenience?
Ah, that instantly sounds much more courteous and gentle.
It certainly does. The use of could you please or would you mind makes your request sound much less harsh and more considerate of their time.
So instead of writing, check this presentation draft, I can now write, could you please check this presentation draft for me?
Precisely. That is absolutely perfect professional English for any workplace setting.
Thank you, Professor. You are a great help, even while we are trying to get our work done.
I'm simply happy to share the useful tips and tricks I've picked up from reviewing thousands of work emails over the years. Oh, look, I just received a new email from our departmental head, Miss Dubois.
What exactly does it say?
It reads, Team, kindly review the attached sales analysis report and submit your consolidated feedback by the end of the day. Regards, Miss Dubois.
That's a very short yet incredibly clear message.
It is. So my most appropriate reply should be something along the lines of, Hi, Miss Dubois. Thank you for forwarding the sales report. I will review it right away and send my feedback soon.
That is a perfect response. It's polite, professional, and very clear on the next steps. I really appreciate simple, to-the-point messages like that.
Me too. Clear English, especially at work, is always the most effective. Use short sentences and avoid unnecessary complicated vocabulary.
You know, I sometimes worry that my emails might sound a little too short.
Don't let that concern you. As long as you maintain a polite and clear tone, the length is not an issue.
Okay, maybe you could take a quick look at one of my email drafts and give me some advice.
Absolutely. Show me what you've written.
Here is one I just drafted. Hi, Thomas. Send the financial overview immediately. Thanks, Jessica.
While it is certainly very clear, Jessica, it is also a little bit too direct and perhaps a bit demanding. Let's make the tone much softer. Try rewriting it like this. Hi, Thomas. Could you please send me the financial overview when you get a moment today? Thank you very much, Jessica.
Okay. Oh, yes, that sounds immediately much friendlier and less like an order.
Always remember that could you please is truly your magic phrase in any work communication.
Got it. My official magic phrase. Okay, Professor, how about we take a very short break for our tea now?
Excellent suggestion. Do you take any milk in your tea?
Just a small splash, please. Thank you. So, how long have you been working here at English Real Talks, Professor?
It will be 3 years next month. Time really does fly, doesn't it?
Wow, 3 years already? You must practically know every single person in the building by now.
I've met almost everyone. I truly love the atmosphere here and the people. Everyone on the team is genuinely warm and welcoming.
Yes, the entire team is very kind. I still feel a bit shy sometimes when I have to speak spontaneously in English, though.
That is completely normal. However, the more you make the effort to speak, the easier and more fluent it will become. You don't need absolutely flawless grammar. Just focus on being friendly, clear, and confident.
That's a very good point. I will make a conscious effort to speak more often with my coworkers this week.
That's a great actionable plan. Speaking of coworkers, do you know some really useful English phrases for the simple small talk we often have at work?
Of course. We frequently initiate a conversation with something simple like, how was your weekend? Or did you catch the news report last night? Or how is your day shaping up?
Ah, yes. People certainly ask me that quite often. I usually just answer with a simple, good.
That's fine, of course. But you could also try saying, pretty good, or not bad, thanks. Or a very popular one is busy but good.
Busy but good. That might just become my new favorite phrase.
Yes, that is usually the most accurate answer for most of us, honestly. How do I usually manage to keep the conversation going smoothly after that initial response?
You can always ask the question back with, "And you?" or "How about you?" Or you could quickly offer a short comment about your current work. Something like, "I'm focused on writing the new budget proposal today." Or, "What exciting things are you working on right now?"
Oh, I see. So if you ask, how's your day? I can answer, it's good. I'm currently putting the project plan together. How about you, Professor?
Perfect. That is precisely how most native speakers naturally communicate with each other at work.
You know, sometimes I just say hi to a coworker and then quickly walk away because I simply don't know what short phrase to add next.
That's completely understandable. Just try adding one brief neutral question or comment. For example, "Hi, it's quite cold outside today, isn't it?" Or, "Hi, you look particularly focused and busy today."
Oh, yes. The weather is always a completely safe and reliable topic.
Exactly. Everyone, everywhere enjoys talking about the weather.
Okay, let's do a quick real-time practice session. Let's pretend we run into each other right now near the tea machine.
All right, let's do some acting.
Hi, Professor.
Hey, Jessica, how is your morning going so far?
Pretty good, thanks. Just catching up on all my important emails. How about your morning?
Busy but good. Busy but good.
We actually sound like real coworkers having a genuine conversation now.
That's because we are. Speaking of emails, once again, do you know the best way to write a truly polite reminder? For instance, when someone hasn't replied to an email you sent a few days ago.
Oh, yes, that happens very frequently in the workplace. You can write, "Hi, Professor. Just following up quickly on my previous email from Monday. Could you please share an update on the progress when you have a free moment?"
That is an excellent, subtle phrasing. It's not pushy or aggressive, just politely checking in.
Precisely. You are not demanding an immediate reply. You are simply checking the status in a very polite, friendly manner.
And if the matter is genuinely urgent, then you should say, "Hi, name. I just wanted to quickly check if you've had a chance to look at my previous email from Tuesday. We urgently require the specific information by tomorrow morning."
That is incredibly useful. I'm definitely writing that phrase down.
Remember the three main rules: polite, clear, and short. Now, what about when we're sending a necessary attachment with an email? I always feel unsure about what to write in that specific instance.
That's easy. Just state, "Please find attached the latest marketing report," or "I have attached the spreadsheet for your quick reference."
Oh, I've always written, "I send you the file."
That's not wrong, but in formal business English, we almost always use the term attached.
I have got it now. Please find attached. That definitely sounds much more professional and natural.
You know what? I'm going to try to write a full example email right now, combining all these tips.
Please go ahead and draft it.
Okay. Hi, Professor. I hope you're doing well this week. Please find attached the new project proposal documentation. Could you please review it and share your thoughts? Thanks and kind regards, Jessica.
Jessica, that is absolutely perfect. It is clear, it is very polite, and it is entirely professional.
Yay! My first completely professional email in perfect English.
You are progressing wonderfully. All right, I think we have our big team catch-up meeting starting in about 5 minutes.
Oh, yes. The required Tuesday update, right? Are you completely ready for it?
I think so. I still feel a little bit of nervousness, though, when I have to speak up during meetings.
Don't worry at all. Today, let's quickly practice some simple, easy English phrases you can use effectively in any team meeting.
That is a wonderful confidence-boosting idea.
When the meeting officially begins, the person leading it usually says something encouraging like, "Good morning, team, everyone," or "Let's get started with our agenda."
Okay, and what should I say when it's my specific turn to contribute or speak?
You can introduce your point by saying, "Today I'd like to talk about," or "I have an update on."
Oh, that's so useful and direct. I have an update on the project budget.
Perfect. Simple, clear, and completely professional. What is the best way to politely agree with something another person has said during the meeting?
You can simply say, "I agree with that. That is a very good point." Or, "I think you are absolutely right about that."
Very easy phrases to remember. And if I respectfully disagree with someone, how should I phrase that?
You must always be polite. You can say, "I see your point, but," or "I understand what you are saying, but I think."
That sounds incredibly tactful and polite.
Yes, always maintain politeness and never come across as too strong or aggressive.
Okay, I will make an effort to try one of those phrases in today's meeting.
Great, you're going to do fantastically well. By the way, sometimes I find that I just don't understand what some people say in meetings. What is the best thing for me to do then?
Don't worry, that is completely normal for any language learner. You can say, "Sorry, could you please repeat that?" Or, "Could you please speak a little bit slower for me?"
Oh, that's much better. I always just nod my head and pretend that I fully understand everything they've said.
Yes, I admit I used to do that too when I started, but it is always better and safer to ask directly. Most people are more than happy to help you clarify.
That is very true. I will definitely remember that important piece of advice. Okay, one final quick question. What is the most professional thing to say when you need to leave a meeting early?
Maybe "I have to go now."
That's acceptable, but in the workplace, it sounds more professional to say, "Sorry, I have another urgent meeting scheduled now," or "Sorry, I have to leave a few minutes early for another critical task."
Ah, yes, those sound much more formal and appropriate for a work setting.
Exactly. Wow, we have already covered so much useful ground this morning. We've discussed professional greetings, effective email language, and even essential meeting phrases.
And it's only just past 9:30 a.m.
Busy but good.
There's your new official favorite phrase again, Professor. Always.